This is Micornus, Phokane, the leader and the founder of the Young Men Empowerment Forum. We are continuing with our topic. We're speaking about the dynamics of understanding quiet people around us. The dynamics of understanding quiet people around us. But today I want to deal with the strengths of quiet people, the strengths of quiet people, so that we can understand the dynamics of quiet people. Now, first strength that I want us to look at of quiet people, they have strength. And this first strength that I want to deal with is something very important because they are having this strength, and sometimes we undermine and think that these people are funny, these people don't want to talk to other people, these people are ignorant, they don't want to be amongst people, but they've got strength. And the first strength that I want to deal with is quiet people are very deep thinkers, and I'm sure you are aware of that. Now, quiet people, or what we call introverts, they often excel in analysis and creative problem solving. And I'm sure you've realized that. They analyze things and they become then creative in their problem solving. Now, many times when you're speaking in settings, social settings, introverts or quiet people, they'll be quiet, they'll be listening. But while they're listening, don't think that they don't hear. Don't think that they are not attentive enough. They are attentive, but what they are doing is they're very deep thinkers. They are thinking deeply. They're analyzing the pros and cons of what is being discussed on the table. And I must emphasize that this is the strength of quiet people. They are therefore then analytic in nature in their minds, and they excel in pure analysis. And therefore, when they analyze thoroughly and come to a point where they've thoroughly analyzed, what they will do then, they will come up with what we call creative ideas of problem solving. Well, when they open their mouth, then wow, all the time. When they open their mouth, is something that you want to listen to. When they open their mouth, you will hear that this is a solution that we've been waiting for. Now, the point here is, why did you not speak earlier? It's because quiet people are analytic in nature, so therefore they want to internalize the topic at hand first. They want to analyze it. They want to understand the background of it and also look at the consequences in advance. They want to look at the side effects of what if we take this opportunity, what if we take this solution. And they will look at the pros and cons, and they will come up with a decision of saying, this can be done. And they would have deeply thought about it. They would have actually analyzed it. And therefore, when they come up with a creative idea of problem solving, it is something that is concrete. It's something that is very important to implement. And nobody can ignore when a quiet person come up with a solution. And this is very important. And I want to emphasize that deep thinking, therefore, become a quality of quiet people. And it's a very, very important quality. And majority of this deep thinkers, when they become creative in problem solving, everybody else who have been speaking, keep quiet and listen to them. And when they come up with a solution, therefore, that solution then takes people further and progress them from where they were to the next level. The next key strength of quiet people is what we call, they are very empathetic leaders generally. Very empathetic in nature. And most of the time, they are not taking harsh decisions. They always think deeply and say, if this was facing me, how would I respond to it? If these people could talk of this to me and this way, how would I respond to it? If somebody can treat me this way, how would I respond to it? So therefore, they become empathetic towards other people due to the reasons that they always reflect something towards them. They always look at how they would respond themselves first before they even respond. And that's the way they develop, or they have what we call empathetic leadership. They understand and they resonate with their own emotions as well. And they will resonate with the emotions of their own teams. They will resonate with the emotions of the people around them. Whether it's a family or not, they will actually resonate with the emotions or with the feelings of the people. They would actually step into the shoes of the people. And that's what we call empathy. Now, they use empathy to the maximum. And generally, people that are quiet, they are having this strength of empathetic leadership, whereby they will be empathetic at all times. And that is why quiet people, they become great leaders generally. Quiet people, they become people that are because they're careful in their words when they speak. They are careful in their actions when they treat people. And because of that, they therefore become the favorites of their own leaders, their own subordinates, favorites of their own team members, because they know that our leader is empathetic. And our leader, empathetic as he is or she is, he understands and resonates with our feelings. He understands and resonates with our emotions as well. And that is very, very key for quiet people then to be seen as having this type of strength in them. And that strength called empathetic leadership. Now, the other strength of quiet people, what it is they're actually focused workers generally. The people that are quiet in nature, they're very focused. And I'm sure you'll see that generally, the people that are quiet, they're quite focusing on what they're doing. The reason why they're quiet sometimes is because they're focused. Now, those that are busy talking and becoming social and so on, they cannot focus on the job at hand, generally. And that is where the strength of quieter people comes in. And I want to emphasize that many of the quiet people, they are very much focused in what they do. And that is why when you look at their own personal life, you will see the progress that they make in their life, and it will be wow all the time. Why is this person so quiet but yet very, very focused in their lives? I've seen a brother who's the quietest person that I've ever met in life. But this particular brother, the way he was so focused, I mean, he bought his own house at a younger age. He bought his own car at a younger age, even before he was married. And the way he was so focused, and believe me that many times when you look at him, you would undermine him because he looks to be quiet, and therefore people think that being quiet means that you're foolish. And I want to emphasize that quiet people are very, very intelligent. Quiet people generally, because they are very focused in what they are doing. So because of the focus that they do, then therefore they look to be passive and not knowledgeable about other things. And because also quiet people don't promote themselves, they don't sound an alarm, they don't sound their own trumpet. They keep quiet and let people see who they are and analyze them. Now, this is very important. They become focused workers. They can concentrate deeply, and they're enhancing productivity generally. And I want to emphasize this, that generally, when you have people that are quiet, you may think that they cannot concentrate. When you talk to them, when you teach them, when you train them in something, you may think that they're not learning. You may think that they are not listening to you. You may think that they are not focused. But believe me, these are the people that concentrate deeply. These are the people that are able to enhance productivity in what they do. Because of the level of focus that they have, they will actually be productive at all times. And I want to emphasize this because many of us miss to understand the power of this quiet people, or the strength of quiet people, that it is very important that we look at them and say, but these are focused workers. Lastly, I want you to see the strength of quiet people. It is the fact that they are effective listeners as well. Now, quiet people are very effective listeners. Now, when we talk about effective listeners, we talk about somebody who is able to be attentive every time when he's listening to somebody, and they hear every single detail of what you say. There's no distraction in their mind. There's no distraction around them. They are able to listen attentively. They are able to listen effectively. Now, quiet people, when they sit back, you may doubt that they're focusing on what we are talking about. You may doubt that they hear what we are talking about. But I want to emphasize that while they are sitting quiet, they are actually listening effectively. Now, quiet people, they excel in understanding. And they prioritize understanding because they don't want to just embark on something. And that is why they are slow to talk, but they are listening carefully, and they are quick to understand, but yet they are slow to talk. And we regard them as quiet because we think that they don't have input in the topic that is at hand. But believe me, as we have said earlier, because they are deep thinkers, they are able to contribute even immensely to the topic at hand. And that is why they are able, as I've said earlier, to analyze and bring a creative problem-solving strategy in the midst of the people. And majority of the solutions that come in group meetings, you'll realize that they come from people that you regard as quiet. The reason is because they are effective listeners. And as effective listeners, they are able to become creative in their thinking and they bring solutions to the table. They're understanding and they are able also to respond to others' needs as well. Now, when you look at effective listeners, because they've listened effectively, they're able to hear what are the needs of other people. They're able to understand the needs of other people. And you will realize that if a person that is quiet and you greet them, they ask you, how are you doing? Quiet people always will listen effectively to what you say next. They want to know because they want to know how really you are doing. And when they know how really you are doing, they're able to step in and assist with the needs that you have because they've listened to you properly and they've heard exactly what you said. And I want to emphasize this because majority of us undermine people that are quiet because we think that they cannot hear, we think that they cannot understand, we think that they cannot focus. But I want to tell you now that they are effective listeners. These people, they excel in understanding and also in responding to the needs of other people. And I've seen that happening, and I want to emphasize that please respect quiet people. Understand them and make sure that you respect them as well. I want to end up here today, and this was part 2 of this great topic. We'll continue with part 3 tomorrow, and I hope you'll be ready to join us in part 3. But I want to emphasize the fact that we've got social media platforms. Our Facebook page, Young Men Empowerment Forum, please follow us there. Our Facebook page, Micornus Phokane, and please follow us there as well. Click notification buttons on that so that you may be notified when we have posted material of this kind. What about our YouTube channel? Please subscribe to it. Make sure that you're part of our YouTube channel, and the good Lord will bless you as you do that. We have got also TikTok account, so please follow us on TikTok account, and the good Lord will bless you as you do so. Allow me to check out right here and say cheers for now.